This is a message to Disney. What the heck were you guys thinking when you made the new Tron movie, Tron Ares? What the heck was the deal with that? Why on earth would you make a Tron movie that, one, takes place mostly in the real world, two, is not a direct sequel to Tron Legacy, which has a big cult following, including me? I absolutely loved that movie as a kid when I first saw it, and I still love it. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. Three, doesn't have Tron, the character, in it. And four, you cast Jared Leto, who nobody actually likes. And me, I don't personally know anything about Jared Leto. I don't like or dislike him. It just, to me, it seems pretty obvious if somebody seems to be extremely disliked, you probably shouldn't cast them as the main character. That makes no sense. Alright guys, now that I'm done with the intro, this video is kind of out of the blue because I make workout, diet, and carb videos here. But I just feel like I had to say something about this because one of my favorite all-time movies ever is Tron Legacy. If you guys have not seen that movie, I highly recommend that you watch that. Cool cast, Jeff Bridges, Garrett Hedlund, amazing soundtrack done by Daft Punk, and just overall amazing concept of being in a virtual environment. For 2010, when this movie came out, still really incredible effects, and I think, even though people like to beat it up, a good solid storyline of a father and son rekindling, and the concept of it being inside a digital environment is really cool. But what I'm mad about is not Tron Legacy. I'm mad about this new garbage that Disney came out with, Tron Ares. You guys literally have a cult following for Tron Legacy. And I'm part of that cult following because I loved Tron Legacy. And you basically threw us all in the trash because you made Tron Ares, which is not even a direct sequel, and it doesn't have anything to do with Tron Legacy. If you guys haven't seen Tron Legacy, don't watch this part of the video because I don't want to ruin it for you. Go ahead and watch it on your own. So spoiler alert right here. But basically, overall, in Tron Legacy, Garrett Hedlund, or Sam Flynn, goes into the virtual environment, finds Jeff Bridges, his dad, Kevin Flynn, who created the virtual environment, right? And they basically get together, have to fight a villain inside the grid, and then get out of the grid. And also along the way, they have what's considered an ISO, who is played by Olivia Wilde, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments. But there's an ISO, and she's basically super advanced. She's going to help cure disease, make the world better, and everything. Her name is Cora in the movie. And basically, the movie ends with Sam Flynn, Garrett Hedlund, and Olivia Wilde as Cora leaving the grid, coming back to the real world. And obviously, they're going to be in a romantic relationship. And Jeff Bridges, basically, Kevin Flynn, sacrifices himself so they can get out. So they basically start up Tron Ares from the point of Garrett Hedlund decides to just quit and give up on his dad's company once he comes out of the grid. And then it's like some completely new storyline that I don't even know what was going on. We weren't even given like a backstory. But if you're watching this from Disney, we need to get a real sequel. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell Disney exactly what the Tron Legacy sequel should have been. Okay? First, you pick up from the end of Tron Legacy. Okay? And just think about how stupid this is. The director is given all of the design, is given the story and everything from Tron Legacy, from the previous director and the previous cast. And he totally throws it away and just completely ruins it. But Tron Ares should have been, this is the real story according to me if you ask me. Tron Ares should have started from Sam Flynn taking over Encom as CEO. Okay, he brings back Cora, him and Cora, they get married, have kids and everything. They use Cora to cure diseases and advance the world. There's new technology, there's new medical technology, new treatments for diseases that weren't around because she's an ISO. And that's basically continuing the story from Tron Legacy. So everything's great, everything's peaches and all that. Then Dillinger decides to do something, okay? He hacks the grid, okay? And basically resurrects the bad guys from Tron Legacy. They end up coming into the real world, okay? They end up killing Quora because I get that Disney doesn't want to have to pay Olivia Wilde. So Quora ends up getting killed. Everything goes bad basically in the real world. So Encom and Sam Flynn, is the CEO of Encom, starts fighting with Dillinger and basically Ares and the takeover of the world, because now these virtual beings are in the real world taking over like they were planning to in Tron Legacy. So what they end up doing is they fight, and then Ares finally gets to Sam Flynn as the CEO of Encom, and he's there to kill him. But after seeing him with his family and seeing the kind of man that he is and the CEO of Encom and stuff, he develops a conscience, even though he's technically basically just a computer program. And he ends up actually teaming up with Sam Flynn. And then what they need to do to finish all of this is they have to go back into a corrupted grid and find the source code, right? And they go in, it's totally corrupted, it's all messed up and violent and stuff. There's a bunch of safety measures in there that Dillinger put in to prevent them from being able to get to the source code, basically. They have to fight through all of this nonsense. Then they basically get to the end, and it turns out that Jeff Bridges, or Kevin Flynn, the character inside of Tron, is still in there somehow, kind of like he was in Tron Ares, if you guys saw that movie, and he's there with the source code at the end, and he has one more encounter with his son Sam Flynn. Sam Flynn and Ares come out of the corrupted grid with the source code, and they basically fix the world. It goes back to normal. All of the virtual beings and stuff are gone. Literally the easiest story. I don't know why they didn't do this. This one not only would have made all of the cult fans of Tron Legacy happy, because we would have all gotten a direct sequel, but two, this would have been easy to just watch if you knew nothing about Tron at all. You could have just picked up with Tron Ares at this point, watched the new movie, never have seen either one of the previous movies, and enjoyed this one with your family. And let me know if you guys think the story should go a little bit different, but that's literally just what I think off the top of my head. I didn't write this down. I didn't write a script or anything. And this is way better than what they come up with from Disney. I mean, this new Tron Ares movie was just so bad, and it annoyed. If it was any other movie, I wouldn't have cared, right? But because it was part of a franchise that I really love, and I especially loved Tron Legacy, I always wanted a real sequel to that, and I didn't want them to ruin the franchise, because now Tron Ares was so bad and was such a dud, we're never going to get another Tron movie pretty much ever. And even if we do, I don't want it, because now it's a completely ruined storyline. But that would have been so easy to do. It would have made Disney money, would have made everybody happy, it would have been entertaining, and it would have been way better than this Tron Ares that they came out with. And overall, my recommendation would be Jared Leto. I don't have anything against him. I don't know anything about him, but he can be part of the production team. He can be like, a helping hand to the director, but he doesn't need to be cast in the movie if people don't like him. And for God's sakes, why do you bring on a completely new director who hasn't directed a good movie in his entire career of directing movies? I'll put him up on the screen. I think it's like something Roning or something they had as the director for Tron Ares, when the previous director, I forget his name, but I'll put him on the screen for you guys. He directs Tron Legacy, great movie, well done, cinematic, entertaining, design, everything's there, everything's on point. And you don't bring him back. And then the same director that directed Tron Legacy just had a big hit movie a couple years ago with Top Gun Maverick. So now he's got two major hit movies, okay, that he made correctly and directed. And you, instead of bringing this guy back, the same guy that directed Tron Legacy, you bring in some completely new director that has never directed a good movie, literally in his career, guys. Like, I don't know what Disney was thinking with this. They didn't do one thing wrong. They did everything wrong. They didn't make a real sequel to Legacy. Ares was boring. Storyline was bad. Don't put Jared Leto in the movie if people don't like him. Don't make a Tron movie in the real world. People want to see a Tron movie in the grid. I'm on a new hand now. This is reason 6. You make a Tron movie, don't put the Tron character in it. You waste a cameo from Jeff Bridges in Tron Ares. His cameo was a complete waste. It was just a complete disaster, guys. And I just wish they would scrap Tron Ares and just go back to the drawing board, say we screwed up, this was an accident, and just make an actual sequel from Tron Legacy with Garrett Hedlund, Olivia Wilde, bring in Jeff Bridges for a quick cameo, and add in some new characters along the way. I mean, this new director was literally handed in a golden basket the storyline, all the design and visuals and stuff as inspiration from Tron Legacy, and he completely just destroyed it. Now we're never going to get another Tron movie, and I don't know what Disney's doing. Disney just cannot make a good movie. I recommend they stop trying to lecture us on politics and they just try and start making good movies again, because these new Disney movies have been so abysmal and they're paying the price now. Tron Ares is going to lose probably $150, $200 million. And Tron Legacy wasn't like a super crazy hit, but they're going to make they made $200 million off that movie. So it wasn't a total dud like Tron Ares already is. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Again, any other movie or franchise, I wouldn't have cared. But something that I really liked and something from my childhood, for them just to completely ruin it just because they're negligent and don't think things through like literally at all at Disney anymore. Hopefully they can make an actual sequel to Legacy before it's too late and all the actors and stuff are so old it just doesn't make sense anymore, and all of the cult following of Tron Legacy will actually get a real sequel. I don't think we ever will, but hopefully we will. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching, and again, let me know your thoughts and opinions below. See you guys later.